Thanks for joining us on the road. This week we're in Sharnbrook, England, southwest of London. It's a beautiful week projected, and we're caring for two Whippets, Maze and Mole, and we've got two horses, Rue and Hayes. We're in for a wonderful week in this fabulous house and pet sitting assignment.
Okay, this is a Whippet in action. This is on the, oh, where's the rabbit? Where's the rabbit? Where's the rabbit? Oh my. Can you believe how much he has to duck? This is an adorable little loft place, but oh, it's so easy to bump your head. And we are now in Sharnbrook with these two just adorable babies, and going for our first morning walk alone.
This is Maze. This is Mo.
And Maze is usually called Princess.
She sees the cat.
Yes, she does. This is just so different from walking in like the Yorkshire Dales or in the country. So these are little town footpaths, and you're just walking through people's yards, the back of their yards, although they're public footpaths and they're very well used. So it's, but it's just a completely different feeling, which is why we like to walk so much. You get to pick up that, the feeling of the place, of the, as they say, the village. I made the mistake of calling it a town. It's a village. You never really know where you're gonna be. They just guided us to this footpath, which John has already crossed, and now I'm having trouble getting out of this. But I wanted you to see, look at this little group of houses that we're coming up against. You know, just, I mean, one after another, and that's water down, right down there is water. This is the stream we're crossing over. And the kids are doing really well. Look at these gardens. Oh, I just love these gardens. And the wellies. Just beautiful, beautiful. For their quick, 3 or 4 months of great weather. Now, it looks like we're heading on. The kids want to run, so we have to find a field so they can be. It's haying time around here, and most of the fields have these guys, these big round wheel kind of hay bales. And it was interesting, our host, the owners of our little Whippets, were saying the reason they do them really loosely, so they're this big, is because they get so hot inside. If they're done too tightly, they will actually combust. They'll burst out in flame, which is, oh, another little interesting tidbit.
You scaredy cats. Just cool off.
Yeah, it does. We are now experiencing a heat wave in England, and so they are enjoying this cool water in this wonderful reserve that once again is right by our house that we're staying at. So we simply walk to it. Don't have to get into a car. Woo!
Saw something. I'm out. So we're in a heat wave in England. Just to put it in perspective for those of you who live near us in Arizona, they expect it to maybe get over 90 today. Whoa, it's going to be hot. They were worried that it's going to melt the pavement. Replay this, Bev, for us.
Well, anyhow, we have two Whippets, and they love to go after muntjacs, which are deers, and rabbits and pheasants. And I heard a lot of rustling in there where our two Whippets were playing, and suddenly, right out of the woods came a muntjac. I could have touched it. It crossed right here. 2 big leaps, and it crossed and went in the water, and then another leap and it went on the other side. Meanwhile, the Whippets are going, well, where'd it go? Where? Oh, it's so much fun.
These are swans with a whole raft of little babies.
Yeah, 5 babies. And their nest is over here on that rock. So this is Hugh's house. Hugh Laurie, who was the star of House. This is his country house, and this is the way he gets out of the hustle bustle of London. He's bought the meadows beyond here because he didn't want any construction to happen.
He's got all these fields around his property. He's made sure that he's pretty secluded. I guess I can't blame him.
Okay, we're coming through. They're right in our walkway. Dogs are behind us. Okay. Go ahead, John. Let's see. Yeah. Hi. Oh. If you remember, a couple of months ago, there were a whole bunch of little babies. And now they're growing up. They look so cute. I don't know what this thing is about pigs and sheep, but I think I'm just a fun.
Yeah, these guys don't care much about anything but food. They're great. The white one's Hayes. This guy's Rue. And they're pretty indifferent to everything except the food. And it's about 6:45 in the evening, and they were not happy that we hadn't fed them yet. So I was properly scolded by Rue in particular. Yep, they're good guys. We've had a lot of fun with them this week. Hey, baby. Hey, big guy. Hey, big guy. How are you? All right. What about you? Your hair is a mess. Who cares?
By far, the very best part of house and pet sitting is making and meeting new friends, as we did with Helen and Andy Glanville, who were the owners of the B&B and the dogs and the horses, who were in Porto, Portugal, while we were staying. That's the reason we're doing the house and pet sit. Thank you, Andy and Helen. And on the first day of our trip there, a house and pet sit there, we were taking a walk with the dogs, and we met a man named Matthew Bennett. And that short little introduction turned into a long conversation where we got introduced to his wife, Sarah, and his beautiful daughter, Florence. We started this relationship. And the very next day, through WhatsApp, we got an invitation to dinner. And that's how you make new and lifelong friends in house and pet sitting. That's the best part. Joining us on the road. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and make sure you click that little bell inside the box for the subscribe button so that we can send you an email when more videos are available.